Good morning, everybody, and welcome. So, at this moment in time, before we begin, now might be a good time to grab an oil that you have nearby and just put a drop on your hand and do some breathing. Maybe put some on your temples and just the back of your neck so you can get all uplifted and focus on. So I'm so grateful to be here today. And first of all, before I start, I wanted to um, have a show of hands. So if you have just started your doTERRA business or you're about to start your doTERRA business, could you please raise your hands? That's wonderful. So can we just have a clap for all you new people that have joined and welcome to the family? Okay, so whether you're starting out or you're ready to take your doTERRA business to the next level, it is my hope that for the next 10 minutes, you can take away some points that will help you grow. I want to inspire you to know that this is a viable business opportunity and not just an expensive hobby. So first of all, why I chose doTERRA was it lit me up. I loved using the oils. I was using it as a customer for about 6 months. And I was influenced by my upline who were making quite a lot of money and they had time freedom. I was jealous. I was stuck in a job that sucked the life out of me while they, dare I say it, faffed about with oils. And they were successful at it. So my belief that this could work grew based on their example. So I kept sharing. And that is powerful. So whether you are wanting to grow your team or you wanting to create a team, just ask yourself, do they see you as the example? If you want them to be consistent, are they inspired by you? Do you reinforce the belief that doTERRA is a solid business, or are you just dipping your toe in and out when you feel like it? Because that will reflect on your team. Your team are watching you all the time. So be consistent, and your example is powerful. So you need to decide first to go all in, and then your team will follow. So let's first of all be real. Let's be honest. doTERRA is not a get rich quick business. Okay. And from experience, seeing people come and going, and I've only been doing it for 2 years, but seeing people coming and going, I often have seen people maybe don't see the money straight away or just give up, or they've not seen the consistency, they've given up and maybe gone back to the steady 9 to 5 job, exchanging hours for pounds because it's safe. In this day and age, we all need money to pay bills and we need to pay our way. In this economy, it's important to have a steady income. But the reason I'm here is I want to show you how you can keep food on the table, keep paying the bills, whilst committing to doTERRA fully, so you can eventually give up that day job or replace it. I did it. Do you want to know how I did it? Well, did anyone know I did it? Does anyone know Jim? Who loves Jim Rohn? Okay, so this is how I did it. So one of Jim Rohn's famous statements was, because he was broke, he had creditors calling, and he had like $20 in the bank, and he wanted to change his life. So he worked full time on his job, and he worked part time on his fortune. And then he knew that it wouldn't be long before he's working full time on his fortune. And can you imagine what his life looks like? Can you imagine if that happened and you were successful with your fortune, the time and financial freedom of doing a job that you love gives you? Well, that's how I did it. So what I did was I used every hour available to work on my fortune like Jim did. And basically, we're all juggling jobs. I was homeschooling at the time, family of responsibilities, all were essential, but I needed to get out the financial situation and I wanted to do a job that lit me up. So I used every hour I had when not working to build up my doTERRA business. The evenings and weekends were full of classes, you know, booking classes online, posting on socials regularly, making samples. Lunch breaks were post office trips, and following up. And really, it was not a bind or a burden, because I saw those evenings as my opportunity to create my future, to create our future as a family. It didn't feel like work, because it's always been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure, to share these oils with people. So as long as you have the passion, that is a great start. And whatever you focus on, it will expand. So make sure, decide and commit to doTERRA if that is what you want, and go all in, because where your energy goes, it will flow. So where do you start with it all if you are a total new beginner? Well, I've got a little exercise for you if you're taking notes. For those who are already who've already got a job but want to build doTERRA up, book out the times that you've got to commit to doTERRA. So it could be from 7 till 9, 3 nights a week and some weekends. Commit to those hours once you've got them written down, and fill those hours. In those hours, go all in, and it will pay off, I promise you. So what we want to do is the pipes activities. If anyone doesn't know what pipes is, it's basically the foundation stone of the doTERRA business. And if you want to look more into pipes, you're upline, or straight away, if you want to download them, just Google doTERRA Build Guide PDF and doTERRA Launch Guide PDF. And then you can go through the steps there to really start you going. So the pipes, I'll just briefly go through them. It's preparing. So we're launching ourselves, you're launching your business. And one very simple, I'm just going to keep it really simple. Do people know, ask yourself, do people know around you that you educate and sell pure essential oils? Do they know that? If they don't, make sure your social media is updated with that information. And Dot's going to go through how we can do that in a natural, sort of authentic way after. So we're really looking forward to Dot's advice on that on social media. So preparing, creating, planning for beautiful classes that offer clear solutions, and they leave people. You want to leave people not bored, leave people uplifted and smiling. Okay, don't be focused too much on enrolling straight away. Gift the power of the oils. Okay, get oils on people. And we want to invite to attend and try a sample. Keep it simple by inviting these people to your home. So a little tip for you now for starting. In the next 4 weeks, can you book in at least a class at your home and a class at a friend's home for their network, for your close members that love you and want to support you? And you can ask them this: can you do me a favor and just listen in, just so I can practice on you? If you do that and you share the value of the 10 oils, all you need is the family kit, the value of the 10 oils and how you use them, tell your story, and that is powerful. No matter what happens from those first couple of intimate classes, that will give you the confidence that you can do that and duplicate it. So supporting is once you've enrolled, we know eventually more classes you do, it's just a numbers game. You will get to enroll people. They will buy a kit off you because they love you and they love the oils. That will be your first income, the fast start income, which is 20%. So we want to start with a fast start, and that will just give you some trickle money to keep you going. And once you've enrolled them, this is the start of your treat, your organization, and the placements are important. So once we've supported them, we've educated them, we want to create a close-knit community for our team, our members, where we're showing them how to use the orals, but also all the other things doTERRA offers, how the lifelong vitality is the best supplement around, and all the other things that you can do to help support different issues. Once you've supported them on a regular basis, maybe on a monthly basis, this will grow the LRP. So they'll be on the loyalty rewards program. And because you're nurturing and you're loving your community, they will recommend a friend, no doubt. These people will come to you and say, go to the friends and say, go see Lisa, go and see Tracy, because they will look after you. So you'll get natural recommendations, and this all will contribute towards your power of 3, which is the foundation of your business. So it's okay enrolling, but we want to get the power of 3. And the power of 3 only comes from LRP. So it's so important to remember the S on the pipes. Don't just do pipe. Okay. So we really need to stress the importance of the regular use of the oils, a regime, the regular use of the supplements and the value of them. That way, people will naturally want to see the value of LRP. They're getting 10% back. Another little exercise you can do is in a couple of sentences, sell to yourself the value of LRP. Why is it good? You get some points back for postage. You get 10% back. What else do you get? And then that naturally will come to that is the best way to shop. So also encourage other consumables as well when available. The power of 3, like I say, is the foundation of your business. But these people from the classes, don't be a one class wonder. Don't just do one class and then think, oh, I don't know what to do now. Book a class from a class. So make sure that people have loved that class so much that they'll think, oh, can you do one for me? Yes, I will. So definitely book classes from classes. Make a note of that. And I want you to show you the ratio of enrollments, because eventually you're going to enroll, and you think, oh my goodness, how many enrollments do I need to do? Well, it can get to the point where you're filling your bucket, your volume's really good, because your enrollments are coming through. But if you notice the holes in that bucket, that is an enrollment that's not been supported. They've just literally fallen out the bucket and they're not on LRP. Okay, so if you don't support them, generally the figures show that if you're not supporting them, or if they're not getting education, that generally they won't go on LRP and they won't see the value of the oils. So it's really, that's why it's so important too. I can't stress enough, the support is so important. So supporting enrollments equals LRP, it equals power 3, it equals natural recommendations, and it also equals future builders, because they're going to be loving what they're learning. Then that will lead to you rank advancing and gaining a better income. What are some ways that you can support them? Wellness consultations, you can do continued education, or your upline can. Member support group, so you can create a group on Facebook or whatever platform you choose to regularly educate your members on the value of various products and oils. So the key to this business is, don't be an enrollment machine if you're not going to support them. It's just wasted energy. Yeah, you'll get fast start, but it's just going to drop out. Make sure you support them, and then you can keep that bucket full and overflowing. Okay, how I got to gold? Well, the bucket was remember the bucket? The enrollments were really important to me, but the support was most. So I was doing classes, and in the weeks running up to gold, even though it wasn't my intention to get to gold, because of my support, because of the LRP, it was 75% of LRP that created my volume for gold. So I only needed to top up 25% of the volume to get to gold with new enrollments. But it does require action. You can't just rely on LRP. You've got to keep bringing new people in, and that will come from recommendations, things like that. So in the run up, we did 500 doTERRA miles, 9 classes, 2 workshops, and 1 fair. But what was lovely was I got the family involved as well. So it can be a long life, but I could have done all them. I did do a few doTERRA miles on my own, but for one of them, which was close to the borders of Scotland, it was like, right, we do this together. We booked a cheap camping pod. It wasn't, the 15-year-old was moaning, but it was a good laugh. We had a good laugh together, made memories, and they were on board with me and they supported me. And I'm always grateful for also having a supportive partner, because without him, I would not be here. For somebody to keep you going, to do the ironing and the housework when you just need to crack on, you need to keep building your fortune. That's really important, to have a supportive partner, to believe that you can also make money too. But you've got to show them by showing them, by getting the ball rolling. So I'm going to show you how that happened to me. So within the first 2 or 3 months, if you are doing these consistent classes, you want to be getting your first level Power of 3, as you can see there. This is a real-time chart of what I earned within the last 24 months. And then very close to after the Power of 3, you want to be getting to Premier. So you want to be building 2 of those legs of the 3 to get you to Premier. And then Premier and second level Power of 3, now you're starting to see more money than your oil. You're getting more than your oil's paid for. And then the time when it sort of changed for me, when I was able to start replacing my income, was the silver and second level Power of 3, where one of my jobs got to be able to drop. And then by December, my goal was third level Power of 3, but I managed to also reach gold as well, which was £2,400. And then the month after, and continuing for that, I'm on my silver and third level, which I'm really, really happy with. Obviously, I want to get to platinum, and that's my goal. But these last 2 months' wages have been life-changing for us. We've been able to pay some massive debts off that were really hanging around us, and we're not out of the mire yet, but it's been life-changing. To be able to pay some big debts off is a massive weight off our shoulders, and doTERRA has helped us with that. So I will be forever grateful that I said I'm all in, and I created I was building my fortune, our fortune, whilst doing the other jobs, because now I no longer do a job that I hate, and I'm earning a decent wage. So you can do it too, and I really believe you all can. Thank you.